How y'all doing? This is Bill, the Man in Black here. I was going to do this as one announcement video, but considering it's two completely different topics, some might apply to one audience, some might not, we're going to split this up. The first video is about what you should and should not expect from me in the coming months. The second video is about our recruitment drive coming up. So if you're only interested in contributing, you're not really interested in reading at the moment, I'm not sure why you'd already be watching this, but you can go ahead and skip this video. That said, I am burning myself the hell out. So I'm not here to bitch and moan. I just want to explain to y'all. I hate postponing reviews. I abhor missing deadlines. The hardest decision for me ever to make is to cancel a column or cancel a series, cancel a planned video or review, postpone things, and take vacation. So with that in mind, I will not be posting any reviews except for undelayable, spoiler-free and such in January, possibly the first half of February, maybe the last week of December. So to give you all some understanding, when I originally scheduled my 100th review event, which is scheduled for and is starting, and you may have already seen this, December 18th. That's a Saturday. That's the fourth anniversary of my first review, and that was completely independent of the rest of my schedule. 5 videos, which I was hoping to work on from October all the way until the deadline. Now, what I did not take into account was the fact that, one, I was just keeping ahead of my regular schedule. 2, the fact that it still takes me 3 weeks to complete a video. No bullshitting. A little bit of my resources, a little bit of my own lack of experience with them, a little bit of my own perfectionism. It takes me 3 weeks to get the full video done, unless I hand off a week and a half of work to Ms. And then that's Mizzy O. In which case it takes a week and a half to 2 weeks. So with that in mind, I not only had that planned, I still have Daikaiju Disaster Control coming up monthly. The November one's not even out yet. That's been, you might have noticed one of my December and January horror reviews were switched up to take the place of that because I was unable to complete the video on time. I'm actually waiting for some software that I hope I'm receiving so I can access my saved version. I was at work when my trial for Pinnacle Studios expired and I could not complete exporting that video in time for me to edit it. I spent a lot of time working on that, and I am not completely starting from scratch if I have any choice. I'd rather delay it, maybe post 2 videos at the same time next time. So I've been working on that. Spoiler free, I've been trying to keep completely videos starting with Vortex, going with Red Harvest, Nighterant. I'm actually switching it up a little bit in order to keep it that way, because there's some issues with my own schedule and with the schedule of other people involved. Things happen. Books don't come on time. I could blame the mail, I could blame whoever, but that's irrelevant. We're doing our best to make sure it comes out on time and it's a video. So there's that. And then there's the 5 videos that I scheduled on top of the workload that I was barely keeping up with and increased. I would actually say adding a video a month almost doubles my workload. I did not realize that at the time I made this schedule. Adding 5 videos in a month, let me put it this way. I normally consider a good week, not a great week, a good week one in which I complete one quality review. That's not counting. I've done some reviews where I sit down in half an hour and finish the review. I would say, some of my reviews that I don't have a lot to say and I don't add in a lot of plot. I think my Empire Strikes Back review, novelization review, was like that. Is the most recent one off the top of my head. I just sit down, I write the review, that's it. Not much, there's some entertainment value, but it's basically a review. If this were a TV show, it would be considered a filler episode. So, I'm not to put down my review. Obviously, I put my best in every review, but not every review gets that special extra effort because there's just not that much effort to go around. I would need to quit my job and sleeping to put the same amount of effort into every review. So, not counting the weeks I put out one of those reviews, I consider a good week when I finish one review. So, sometimes I'll put out another quick review or save one to post later on. I've got some comic reviews coming up in the future that I'm waiting for some events to clear out before I post them. Some things I've read that I haven't even gotten time to start the review because I've been so busy working on these videos. So I'm getting off topic. You all tired listening to me, so I'm just gonna say, good week is one review a week. A really good week is a video in 2 weeks, or a video in 2 weeks, or a video and a text review in 2 weeks, which is, I would say, really good for me. I'm still working on my video skills, like I mentioned. So, for the rest of December, if I follow the schedule that I held myself to, that I really want to complete, but I don't think I will, that's, by the way, December, 3 more weeks from the time of me filming this, that's 8 video reviews, I think 4 text reviews, and a couple of rants, plus 4 commentaries every month, fiction going up every week I mean. So as you can see, that's a tough schedule to reach. Now on top of that, I mentioned being burnt out. I've been getting to the point where I've been so focused on these reviews, I'm giving up every day off I have on these reviews, and I'm going to work to the point where I do not have enough energy to do my job properly. I have a high-stress job. It's management, So I need a certain amount of brain power, and at this point I am not leaving myself the brain power and the energy. I'm not even letting myself get enough sleep to do this job properly. So I have to put my career first. I am not getting fired over something I do for free. If I get to the point where I'm getting monetary compensation for these reviews, if I get to the point where Blip is sending me a check every week, which, by the way, would probably only be $30 a week, that's not enough to quit my job either. If I got to the point where I was seriously making a living off of these, I could deal with that. But if I lost my job now, unemployment would not pay my rent. So my job comes first. So if y'all still listening, I appreciate it. I just wanted y'all to know where I'm coming from. So January's off. You'll still be seeing reviews coming from me, Miz, reviews coming up on NJOE. Sorry, not reviews from me. Reviews from Miz, reviews coming up on NJOE. You'll still see my commentaries. You'll still see fiction. Hopefully some editorials and rants up for you. I'll see y'all in February. Hopefully that month will be put to some good use. And if I don't get all my December reviews done, I just told you how many I have planned. If you only see half of those, the rest will be coming in February, and it'll just be that much better for February. And now for video part 2.